Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Joining with me is Kishor. Kishor is also a first year student and now a second year student at BITS-RMIT in the Department of Electrical Electronic Engineering. He's also in EEE. I'm also in EEE. He's a very good friend of mine. We have had our differences in between, but okay, keeping that aside, we are very, very close friends as of now. Starting off, Kishor,
Yep.
क्या लगता है आपको? What do you think of BITS-RMIT program?
BITS-RMIT program, initially, like everyone is and was last year and before that, I was also skeptical about choosing this. But now after the immersion trip and spending a year doing RMIT courses and BITS courses, I do not have a hint of regret also.
Right,
I feel
right.
very confident that I have an idea of how to pave my future. And I
Right.
think
Right. So,
enable me to figure out things.
right. So, I mean, before getting into BITS, so to get
Yes.
into BITS RMIT, you have to give something called English Proficiency exam.
Yes.
And I've heard that you have had very good experience with English Proficiency exam while you were applying as a first year fresher. So, could you share that experience, please, so that our fellow viewers do not make that mistake?
Okay, you are getting straight to digging up the past now. Okay, fine. So I gave IELTS as my English proficiency test.
Right.
I gave it a, let's not get exactly how much in the past it is, but I gave it pretty early, and the result did not come in time. So I had to face a lot of troubles in getting the admission letter itself, which wasted a significant amount of time for me.
Right.
But they have been very lenient about the submission of English test. So once you get the offer itself, there have been cases in the past that you come to the campus and then you also submit your English test. Maybe that changes next year because there are a lot more people applying. But yeah, I did IELTS, and to be that, don't miss out on the writing part. I still believe there is a writing part, and I got a bit lazy at the end of the exam because it was 3 hours long. So don't miss out on that. If I had did that, I maybe would have gotten a better score, a perfect score as well. But yeah, don't slack off in the exam. It is quite easy only if you no one speaks English, but you'll be able to manage to get a good score. And getting 6 is not a problem at all.
Right. Coming on to the next question, there has been a lot of chaos about English proficiency, like okay, when to give the exam, which exam to give basically, and what should be the ideal time for me to give this particular exam. What are your views on it? Is IELTS better? Is PT better? Is TOEFL better? Or what should be the ideal time for the person to give the exam? Since you said that okay, थोड़ा BT हुआ था end में जाके time का, तो कि टाइम का BT भी ना हो, प्लस कितनी प्रिपरेशन लगेगी फॉर समवन जो कि इंग्लिश बैकग्राउंड से पर्टिकुलरली नहीं है. लाइक फॉर मी इट टुक लाइक सम 15 days ऑफ प्रिपरेशन आई विल से जस्ट टू गेट फेमिलियराइज विद द पैटर्न, बिकॉज क्योंकि बोर्ड्स में आई डिड बहुत थोड़ा सा पार्ट ऑफ इंग्लिश एंड देन आई डिड नॉट टच इट. So for me it took like 15 days of preparation to get familiarized with the pattern and everything. But for for general aspirants तो को क्या लगता है कि कितना टाइम लगेगा? तो 3 क्वेश्चंस कि कौन सा एग्ज़ाम देना बेटर रहेगा, कितना टाइम जनरली लगेगा और कब देना बेटर रहेगा.
As for which exam to give, I preferred IELTS because that was a well-known name and it is accepted by not only by Australia but other countries as well.
Right.
And other universities as well.
Right.
And that has been the
standard
benchmark standard. Yes. So I preferred IELTS, so I gave it. Even though it is expensive, I thought, okay, if I do not get into RMIT, if I get a chance somewhere else.
Right.
For example, let's say I also applied for UB and ISU. I picked the check boxes.
Okay.
So yeah, if not there, and maybe over there, and I'm pretty sure that not all the tests are accepted by all 3 universities.
Right.
So IELTS was in all 3 of them. I was like,
right.
One goes back.
Okay.
Other one would. And what is the second question?
The second question was when to give the exam. What should be the ideal time?
I would say have your IELTS result is given in 2 steps, I guess. One, first you get a E result of some sort, then you get a TRF. Yeah. So I'll tell you, make sure that you have your IELTS TRF like at least 4 days before the submission. Right. Just to have a buffer. I think they extended the IELTS submission date twice or thrice for us.
Right.
The previous year also it was
right.
Yeah.
So
So yeah,
right,
better have it 4 to 5 days a week before the submission date, so that let's say that you need to give a revise another test or something.
right,
You unfortunately couldn't
right.
do
So
it get a 6 score in the first time.
oh,
So interviews, the IELTS exam is like in every other day. I think it's on alternate days,
yeah,
at
yeah,
least
it's an
the
every
center
alternate
where I
days.
get. So according to that, book your exam date and then make sure that at least you have one slot could be possible before
Right.
the submission. That could be useful if you are not confident about your proficiency in English.
As both me and Kishore emphasized on the importance of giving mock test, we have made something for you guys. If you want mock tests for IELTS and PT, we have 5 full-length mock tests. You can give them unlimited number of times. We have section-wise strategy videos created by IELTS 8 plus band people and PT 90 scorers. Also a one-on-one speaking support for IELTS and PT and a detailed approach videos for every section. You can find this product at the Fodu Club's website. Basically, if you're looking for the counseling support alone, you can go and have a look at this product where we have RMIT student review, UB student review, ISU student reviews, university documents in which you have listed everything from the fee structure to the visa requirements and everything else. We are also conducting live one-on-one sessions, Google Meets, for people who are concerned and want a personal assistance with their applications. Also, if you're looking for the IELTS preparation material, we also have a IELTS test series. So yes, you can please feel free to check that out. We have videos on every section: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Also, how to approach them. We have added PT also into the product, so it is easier for you guys to basically it provides much more flexibility for you to either go for PT or go for IELTS. Please feel free to check that in the description below, and yes, continue with the video please. Right. So Kishore, what are
Yeah.
your views on how to prepare for IELTS? क्योंकि this is a very standard examination and you are paying like 17,000 one time for this examination and you don't want to obviously waste that 17,000. What do you think, what will you recommend an aspirant to, like, how to go to IELTS? So
I prepared for IELTS very little, and
Right.
I did most of my preparation through YouTube only.
right,
And I checked up multiple videos. What is the pattern? How the questions
Right.
are asked? Is it easy? Will my hobby of reading books help here?
Right.
And it did, obviously. But I'll say that if you can find a channel or some place to get resources at the same place, then go for it.
right.
It's better to follow one guy.
Right.
Doing that.
Rather than following a very
Because
skewed
each
pattern of
person would
resources.
have.
Right.
But it is a pretty standard test. It's
Yeah.
not that hard to look for these.
I mean, it's very easy. It just requires like you just need to do 2-3 mocks and then you're ready for it, I guess.
Yeah. And you can give mocks as well. There
Yeah.
are a lot more mocks.
Yeah, there are
Yeah.
a lot of mocks available, so you can give just mock test and then you'll be ready for it, I guess.
Yeah, and also in the interview part of giving the IELTS exam, I
Right.
would strongly recommend that you do not stutter. Just keep on blabbering at least, even though you don't have to give like such critically thought answers to their questions. It's not like a job interview or something. Just
Right,
make sure
right.
that you keep on the flow. That
Right.
would be-
Also, there was one doubt that many aspirants had, that do we have to use fancy words in the interview?
It could help. It will help definitely.
Right. But I mean,
Yes.
if you are not able to complete that particular time limit of speaking, then maybe you should go for normal words only, I guess.
Yeah, I think they give you like 45 seconds or 60
Yeah,
seconds or
yeah,
something,
something
to
of-
prepare for it. So think of words and ideas that are in your mind, write it down,
Right.
then make sure that you refer to that as you are giving the interview.
Right.
That could help.
Right. That will help. So
Because one of the marking evaluation criteria is seeing if you are able to convey your thoughts.
oh, right.
Yeah.
Right. तो ओके, मतलब आइल्स की बातें, बट नाउ लेट्स कम टू टेक क्लब्स. बेसिकली तुम्हें कैंपस में 2 तरह के क्लब्स मिलेंगे, एक होंगे कल्चरल, एक होंगे टेक. और टेक क्लब्स के लिए वी हैव किशोर विद अस टुडे. Kishore is part of Automation and Robotics Club, also is part of Janus. Janus is the highly prestigious tech club of BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus. He got into it, he got into it with his own effort, and I've seen this guy putting a lot of effort even on the immersion trip, working at nights for this particular CanSet to make it happen. बताइए आपके क्या ओपिनियंस हैं टेक क्लब्स पे?
Tech Clubs is the platform where I found my passion for robotics and mechanical design and CAD.
Right.
So I would say I would have not imagined a better place to start off
Right.
my interest in robotics and
Right.
aerospace and other things. So this has been a really good starting point for me. And the amount of things that I learned from my seniors, from both clubs, ARC and Janus, is just much more compared to whatever I've learned myself
Right.
through professors, through any of my academic
Right.
ventures.
So, I mean, if you would like to describe the work that you do at ARC, or basic, let's focus on Janus because that work is much fancier, I guess. So,
No, it is. Now ARC and every other club are catching up.
okay.
So it's not like
So,
this is not
okay.
the one.
Anyways, let's talk about Janus only. So, Kishore, is there any sort of partiality or something within these clubs like Janus, जैसे हमने Janus की बात करी या ARC की बात करी, that they don't take 2+2 students or they hesitate to take 2+2 students? Is there something of that sort?
No, nothing like that. In fact, the seniors just look for talent. Doesn't matter if you are from this branch,
Right.
and let's say that you're a mechanical department and you wish to work in robotics and electronics, and they won't say that you are a mechanical person. You should
Right.
not pursue it.
Right.
So there is nothing like that. You
There's
are
nothing of that
allowed
sort.
to innovate on your own. There are a lot more equipments that you can work on. You can pitch your own projects. In my second year, we are together pitching for projects.
Right. Right.
That just a very horizontal hierarchy where
Right.
everyone gives their input. We come together, we brainstorm together, we
Right.
build it together.
So basically पहला myth तो clear हो गया कि there is no any sort of partiality या फिर you're
No.
are you treated different from any BITS 4 year normal student? This is the most मतलब सबसे बड़ा कंसर्न जो लोगों का था वो यही था कि क्या मुझे नॉर्मल ट्रीटमेंट मिलेगा या नहीं मिलेगा. आई एम गेटिंग एन एट लो बिट्स एट मार्क्स, आई एम गेटिंग एन एट लो, मतलब मेरे एकेडमिक स्टैंडर्ड्स जो है वो थोड़े से कम सेट करे गए हैं बिट्स में एंटर करने के लिए, तो क्या मुझे इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगी या नहीं मिलेगी?
Personally, I would say no. I was treated better.
You were treated better, right?
Yeah, not because I'm a 2+2, because I showed them that I can do stuff.
Right.
And that should be your mindset. It's not like, ये मुझे ऐसा treat कर रहा है. You shouldn't have that inferiority complex.
Right.
I saw this, I was like, I had this interest in me already. So even though I didn't know a lot,
Right.
when I first came here, I was like, bro, these people have been doing this for 2-3 years.
Right,
I'm
right,
just
right.
starting. How do I do? So I didn't take it up as inferiority or something.
Right.
I learned from them. I went and like bothered people. Is like, how do you tell me this?
Right.
I want to learn as well. And then they are friends, bro. At the end of the race, 2+2 marks come. It's all just first 2 weeks. After that, nobody really cares.
Right.
You get a better CG, then obviously.
Right. अच्छा, what is the work that you do at Janus? अगर एक normal aspirant को explain करना हो कि what is Janus और वहाँ पे क्या काम होता है, तो वो explain कर सकते हैं क्या?
Yeah. Janus is a team in BITS Hyderabad.
Right.
Is part of a chapter, it's a society called SETS,
Right.
Space Exploration,
Yeah.
some kind of society. And we are a team in SETS. We compete mainly in a competition called CanSat USA,
Right.
which is hosted by NASA and AAS, American Astronomical Society.
Right.
We are given a problem statement each year,
Right.
and those are not basic level, they are intermediate to advanced level problem statements.
Crazy.
We come up with ideas, we design it on our own in 3D CAD modeling softwares like SolidWorks Fusion, and then we formulate solutions to the problem that is given, and then we build it using equipments on campus. We have good 3D printers, we have the entire workshop to us, we place a work order and we get the work done. We manufacture it, we test it out,
Right.
in collaboration with other clubs. Basically, this is a satellite model. CanSat
Right.
is a satellite model.
Right.
It doesn't really go to space, but it's something called a suborbital satellite, which is
Oh.
1 kilometer
Nice.
of altitude. We collaborate with drone club, just for example, to drop the CanSat at a height so that we
Right.
can test out
Right.
if the data is communicated as the CanSat is forming.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Pretty interesting. काफी interesting sound कर रहा है.
I contribute to making the CAD model. Basically, the initial design, we see how parts fit together. I see how parts fit together. I also involve myself in R&D, the research and development part of it. and then also some mathematics.
Oh,
I'm
that's
trying
amazing.
to
That's
get,
amazing.
trying to get into electronics a little bit as well.
Right, right.
There are a lot of things that clubs have done in campus. For example, in ARC and Janus now we are trying to make our own dev boards. There's
Oh, crazy.
Arduino STM32.
Right, right,
We have one dev board ready
right.
that we used in our prototype this year.
Oh,
Pretty cool stuff.
pretty
You
good
guys should
stuff you
come and
guys do.
explore all this.
And all the best. Keep doing, keep doing. I mean, it's good to see RMIT people performing very well, especially if our wing does that, it's even better. I mean, so yeah, guys, that was it. That was the video. I mean, if you have any other queries, any other doubts, please feel free to drop them in the comments below. We'll try to reply to them as soon as possible. Thank you, Kishore, for joining. Thank you for taking out time from your hectic GNS schedule.